We're at Acquisitions Incorporated. I'm Mike Pondsmith, and I'm here to kill their cyberpunk characters.
Well, spoilers,
Already?
I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying. Let's go on back to where we last left our heroes, or anti-heroes, as the case may be. You are on a really luxe tour bus.
It's nice.
It is fine. It's got the equivalent of about 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, one of which, way in the back, is actually, as you dig around, kind of a capped hot tub arrangement.
What? Wow.
Yeah, this is huge. This you realize this guy.
But we can finally have groupies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you will have
You bring him in
and
here.
Parties. Yeah.
3 rooms?
Yeah, no waiting.
It doesn't get... Otherwise, you got to use the app. You got to check in.
Yeah.
You get the fast pass.
Gotta take a number.
I'm coming back at 4.
Anybody looking for a joy girl in number 4?
Joy Girl, is that happening? No, she's not.
Yeah, she's gone. So basically, this is like a 3-bedroom tiny mini mansion on wheels. You were bragging about having 8 wheels on your combi.
Yeah.
This is basically a 16-wheeler. It's effectively the size of a very, very large.
I have job security. None of these bozers are going to be able to drive this thing.
Ever.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Right now, I need this song because it's important.
Oh.
Did you jack in
Yes.
to
Yes.
the system?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not technically like holding the yoke and going left, right? You're just sitting
It's
there going,
direct,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're sort of sitting in direct control because it's 77.
Painting my nails.
Things are now wired enough to where you don't have to jack in. If you jack in, like in a case of Lucy, for example, you do that because you want a very, very tight connection that gives you advantages. So when you do that, I will give you advantages to it. Because the downside of it is if you're jacked into your gun and someone breaks the cable, you go, shoot, doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So you are cruising down the road with a blissful smile on your face, and you basically have gotten out of the kind of Brentwoody-like neighborhood that you've stolen this thing from. No one appears to have noticed
It
you.
looks pretty clean so far.
So far. And then at some point, who's holding the doggo?
Doggo. I was holding Doggo.
Is this it?
Yes,
Yeah.
doggo. Okay, so for those of you coming in late, doggo is essentially a Bichon Frise, which is a 2-pound dog at best.
They're like little. They're like
Lapdog.
little clouds.
Yeah, they remind me of like tribbles that bark.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so you have this Bichon Frise, but whoever has done it has basically structured it in such a way that it opens its mouth and it has all the fangs in the universe. It's just like their metal teeth. It opens up.
Even
it's
though
like
it's
the alien.
this little thing.
Which I gotta say, now the parents probably have a sense of humor.
Yeah, they must.
Yeah, probably better to hang out with than their douchebag son.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna go find them. It'll be good. Okay, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Doggo has been eating the sausages that you took off one
I
of the
did
party
take a few little
trays.
smokies.
That's
Yeah,
a
you got a
for
little
life.
smoke. He's got a pocket. His pockets are dripping now.
I kept some for later.
This guy, at this point, your Rockerboy smells kind of like a deli
Oh yeah.
It's rich.
a lot.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, that's me.
Delicious.
That's
a
not
trip.
uncommon though for
BB
feel.
Ladies love it.
Yeah.
Ladies love it.
Oh yeah,
What cologne is that?
It's an ancient cologne.
yeah. It's
Carolina sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet
Yeah.
baby Ray's.
Sweet baby Ray.
It's okay.
Kurt
So
brand.
you are. Stop it.
Sorry.
I'm supposed to make the jokes here. Okay, so you guys are feeding Doggo, little Smokey,
Yeah.
everything's
Yes.
looking cool, and suddenly there is a kind of kunk, and the door at the very far end, past where all the instruments were racked and the amps and all that, because these are all neatly
Oh, yeah.
racked.
They're in there tight.
Yeah, they're in, and out comes a thing that you might loosely describe as a dog, maybe.
Dog adjacent.
Yeah, dog adjacent. Dog pretending.
Dog
Okay.
coated, maybe?
Dog coded.
If you will, yeah.
Oh, yes, basically death, and death. For those of you who are in the know, and let's see, your tech, unfortunately, is not there.
Yeah.
No,
but
he's not with us.
Yeah.
we have,
He's sitting back in your truck right now, and he's going,
yeah.
and in the background,
He's waiting for the
he's got
message.
bossa nova. Da, 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 da. What's taking her so long? Da, da, da. Battery's running down.
It's Die Hard vibes.
Yeah. So he's waiting. But in the meantime, none of you guys are really techies enough. But you have heard of what is known not as a dog, but a cyberpred.
Cyberpred? Like predator?
The cyberpred
Unfortunately,
is a
yeah.
large predator animal which has been heavily modified with specialized cyberware. The average cyberpred possesses a processor
name, though.
as well as a whole bunch of other things, including mechanical teeth and claws. So, you feel like you're Miss Bad because you have a whole set of mantis blades. Meet your competition.
No.
Yes.
This dog is made of mantis blades.
This dog is made, well, yeah, like I said, loosely you would think of it as a dog. You would think of it as if somebody took one of the dire wolves out of Game of Thrones and juiced it all to hell and then said, let's slap some metal on this sucker because it doesn't look tough enough. So it is now at the far end, about 35 feet away from you, and an open door. Basically, remember I said there were 2 bathrooms? It was in the other bathroom. Yeah. And it's holding incongruously a small, rather rhinestonely plated doggy bowl. But this thing is literally like 4 feet at the shoulders.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do they feed it like plutonium or something? Like what?
Yeah.
Actually,
Let's hope they feed it little Smokey so
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
die.
here.
Can I start looking in cupboards for dog food?
Yeah, but also, do we want to give this thing a taste for flesh?
Yeah, this could, well, who do you want to
It's
sacrifice?
probably like too late. This dog's not a vegetarian. Like he's
I think you might be onto something there.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a dog, it's not necessarily an obligate carnivore, but as a whatever the hell it is, it could be. And it's walking forward, and you realize that the doggo in your lap goes, hey!
Yeah, this is.
And
I'm
the other
curious about
dog-
their relationship.
And the other dog
boing.
or a dog-like thing deeply barks. Well, it's more like the floor rumbles slightly and then it ends
Oh, it's like
shortly.
a bass. It's just like a bass. It's,
Yeah.
it's like when you're at the zoo and you're near like the lion enclosure
Mhm.
and its mouth is just open a little bit and you're like trying to figure out what's happening, but you just feel something in your chest.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is horrible.
Yeah,
I hate
this is, and it's holding this dog bowl because it's heard, hey, these guys are here and they're handing out treats.
Right.
And of course, he's thinking, in his limited doggy brain, oh, well, Doggo told me there were treats. Brutus will bring his bowl and get treats. So he will eat food.
But and you know that he's looking at Doggo.
And-
Doggo's got that glaze
Happy look. Yeah,
of
like
sauce.
in that moment when you're about to feed Doggo a hot smoky.
It's like
Right.
halfway up.
And he's like, you stop, and you look, your eyes meet his glowing eyes,
Right.
going, and Smokey?
Yeah, can I toss the Smoky towards him?
Just keep him in the back.
How far do you want to throw it? Are you like, yeah, or are you like, I'm going to go fire this sucker up on the dog?
I'm startled by this mechanical dog, and I throw it. I probably throw it too hard.
Okay.
I chuck this Smoky at it.
Chuck the Smokey. Chuck the Smokey.
That was my nickname in high school.
That
Chuck the
classic.
Smoky.
Chuck
Yeah.
the Smoke. Whoa.
I won't tell you why.
Chuck the Smokey.
I was like,
Yes.
I just looked over at Noura and I'm like,
Oh,
I
just
got
check
it.
the Smoky. Is
oh
that in the mix?
boy.
Next band
Okay.
name.
So you chuck the Smoky.
Mm-hmm.
The Smoky goes kind of end for end, bounces off his nose, and then comes back towards you about another 6 feet. You really threw it hard.
Yes.
And it went boom.
Okay.
And it looks at you. You think it's looking at you, but it has eyes, but they're kind of partially behind a slit. And it steps forward,
armored.
and it sees you, and it sees the Smoky, and it drops the bowl. You realize, it's a solid gold-plated bowl. What the hell, man?
That dog's bowl is probably worth more than the entire flock
Yeah.
we were living in.
Yeah, definitely.
The building.
Yeah.
So, and he takes a step forward and he noses the Smoky and he looks up at Doggo. And Doggo goes, "Hey!" and squirms in your arms to get down to eat one of the Smokies. You gonna let Doggo go?
No.
Oh. It looks up and Doggo is struggling. Struggle.
You get a
And-
dog.
That Brutus looks at you, and it looks at all of you, and it looks at the Smoky, and it's just bright enough to know you're holding my friend and throwing food out here. What's going on?
What's the system?
Right, and it stands a little more erect. There's some kind of ominous clunking underneath the fur, because there's a
What?
fur covering.
The
It has
covering.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will have someone drop it in, but
So Doggo
this
doesn't
is
feel like...
this would be a cyberpred.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, does
But-
Doggo feel threatened, or he feels like this is his friend?
Yeah. What's the energy?
He's basically telling his friend, yeah, hey, they've got great treats, and Doggo runs to parties, and nobody lets Brutus out at
Oh,
the
no.
parties.
Brutus has to be in the van.
Yeah, well, Brutus, that's why he's locked in the van.
There's an opportunity here.
So
Brutus-
should I just
Yes.
let him play with his friend, Doggo?
Yeah,
I mean,
So-
I think they know each other. I guess we'll find out what
Oh, they
happens.
know each other.
These aren't our
Okay.
dogs. I don't fucking.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
He dies
gently
of
put down.
That's it. Doggo dies of eating little smoke.
Yeah, yes.
I'll gently put down Doggo.
You'd better, because at this moment, what's happened is Brutus stands erect. There's a click, click. More of the metal side is visible, and his eyes are basically drawn back into his head, and he now has one of those Cylon cyber optic like things.
The
Which-
eyes are drawn into its head.
Yeah, they go, and instead it goes. So it's got this.
It's a
Mono
RoboCop.
Can I try?
Yeah,
and-
and it. And it sniffs. Oh boy, you have so many things this guy has on him. It's really scary. The mechanical claws and the teeth, that's just a throwaway,
That's just the beginning.
I
That's,
feel like this dog probably shoots rockets out of its mouth.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the chapter.
Out of its butt.
Yeah. Oh.
As
Every
you're running
direction.
away,
Yeah.
Watch out
No,
for
but-
every hole.
Yeah, just do not.
This dog's
assume.
every hole is
This is like
terror.
a bazooka that's shaped like a dog.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
the
it's-
shape,
it's a
the shape
weapon.
is the misnomer.
You're probably you would know
Yes, of course.
is that cyber preds are out there. They're ungodly expensive for the most part, usually controlled by somebody at a very high level of corporation. Your boss at your last place who was, always wanted to get one. He got a cyber pred cat,
Oh,
and it weighed about 30 pounds. It's about like that. It looked like
but everybody knew.
yeah,
right?
nobody touched Mr. Fluffy ever.
Yeah,
They not just draw back a stump.
he would do some surgery.
Now
So
it's my goal
you're-
to get a cyberpred cat.
So your odds,
cat farm.
the odds are probably pretty good that you have Doggo running the compound, running around,
Yeah.
and this stuff. And if there's something wrong or someone scares Doggo,
Team.
he has a link.
Good cop,
That-
bad cop.
They're a
Good dog,
team.
good dog.
Yeah, good dog, bad.
Bad dog.
I'm not going to call him
no,
bad
don't
dog
say
to
bad
his
dog.
face.
Dog.
I
Don't
would
say
never
bad
say
dog.
that to his face.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and what happens if there's a problem and he is normally locked in a bathroom somewhere?
Yeah.
Then from the other side of this estate, you would see Brutus come out of his underground doghouse, where he's been charging up on a nuclear pile, and basically start looking for you because you've now been bird dogged by...
Yeah, but I
Doggo.
feel like we got the cosign from Doggo, though.
Yeah, I feel like we and Doggo, we're cool.
You're still alive because right now you put Doggo down.
Oh, it's a
Gotcha.
threat display.
Gotcha.
It was a threat display because we had the dog.
Because we had the dog, but now the
Right.
dog's down,
Down.
I was hoping she'd hang on to the dog.
and
Down.
fed with
How many hit
Dog-
points do you have?
dog. Probably not a lot. Doggo is now on the floor,
Correct.
fed treats.
Yeah, Doggo jauntily walks up to the cocktail Smoky,
Yeah.
covered in barbecue
Yeah.
sauce,
Now, quick
And sniffs.
question.
Yeah.
and then, nudges it with its adorable little nose.
over
towards his friend.
to his buddy.
And his buddy
Hey, lady in the tramp.
takes one step, and you kind of hear metal scraping, and it looks at you, and it growls, and you realize, you know that defensive food response?
Are we too close to the smoky?
And it's you don't exactly hear it growl.
Yeah.
You feel it growl.
Right.
I back away.
It's down low.
Yeah. It's
I
really
back away
down low.
bowing.
Yeah.
Here, exactly, with obeisance.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just going to send a quick text to the tech. Now,
Help me!
yeah, we are driving away,
Yeah.
and...
By the way, do you stay
Yeah.
on the streets or do you get on the freeway? Because freeway is the fastest way out of this end of town.
I think I probably get on the freeway.
I think that you know.
Night City has a belt freeway that runs around. I'm not sure it's still called the Gibson Freeway, but it was in the past. But anyway, it goes all the way around Night City, and it's usually traffic jam. But this is 4 a.m, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad. Or you can stay on city streets.
No, I think I
Turning
get
might
on
be
the
interesting.
Freeway.
Okay, so I just want you to grasp this in your minds, people.
Yes, I'm ready.
You're hurtling down the freeway at maximum speed, probably about 70, 75, in this enormous bus.
And it can do that. It can keep up with the freeway speeds.
Oh yeah.
Even
This
though
is
it's
a 50,000
suburban assault
Eddie
vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're hurtling down here. Your driver is like, drool. You know, and in the back of her head, she's like playing her favorite tunes that have been chipped in.
Yeah.
And so she's like,
But
we're
it's full
still-
control.
So
Yeah.
we're still,
and you're driving along, but you know, there's nothing that makes you feel better because her hands are like sitting there, and she's like, you know,
She's having a good time.
tell
Yeah,
me
the
what
black
tell me what you're
leather
playing.
seating.
I need to know what you're playing. You know,
I think I'm playing like some J Dilla or
Okay.
Nujabi's type of beat, like
Okay.
just something very lo-fi.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're relaxed.
Yes, I'm very relaxed in my nice
You and I
chair.
must listen to the same playlist sometimes.
Here, does Silk Road
Yeah.
have access to because she's like chipped into this thing?
Yeah,
Does she have access to a full sensorium
y-
of the vehicle?
yes, she knows everything on the vehicle because it all jacks into her.
My seat's being warmed up right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's a little uncomfortably warm because I'm one of those people that's always cold.
Yeah, exactly. But
and
finally,
it remembers
saying
that.
is she
'cause
aware of
you're
the-
shifting
yes,
and you go,
exactly. But
oh, my
basically,
butt's hot.
it's like you might have a backup camera on
Yeah.
a regular car today. I'm saying that she basically has access to
Can
the
she see
full
what's happening?
security suite of this vehicle.
Yeah. Interior-wise, you hear a rumble first where you put your attention off the road a little bit because remember, you do need to look where you're driving.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's not a Tesla. It's not going to go think for you. You have to drive it. It's too big. So you look back momentarily, like, what was that? And you heard a rumble that you thought maybe was a flat tire or something, and it just went
Something
subsonic all the way through your bones. And you're kind of like, I want you to do something, okay? We're gonna do a little.
That's
Do something.
terrifying.
Yes, you're gonna
Would
do
you
something.
do something?
That's a
Do
terrifying
anything,
sentence.
right? Hush up, Arman. I'm going to kill you later.
I know how
It's your
gonna,
time.
I know how it's going to go.
Okay.
I've seen the show.
Silk Road. Yeah, I was messing with this scenario the other day, and Lisa said, "Oh, so it's the Knight Rider scenario. Guy's going to drive up into the back. You know,
Oh,
Michael,
absolutely.
there's somebody here.
That's the best.
That was the best part, yeah.
I had
Okay,
endless appetite.
so I'm gonna. Oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think at this point, I'm not going to go for perception. I'm going to go for concentration, and here's
Got it.
why.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Take your concentration because you're now splitting it between essentially 3 inputs. One, the road is 70 miles an hour plus. And even though it's early in the morning, the rush hour traffic is beginning to
Yeah.
start.
To
Yeah.
encroach.
Yeah.
The grind never
And
stops.
then you have the picture you've just seen of the rest of your party cowering
in front of a
next to the
predator.
door where you are. So you can't see everything because they're in the door until you swap cameras.
Not so good?
Okay.
Now,
And then,
did you look down at the floor and smile because the number was really high?
no,
That's a 1.
roll again.
Oh, it explodes,
Oh, yeah.
right.
It
You
implodes.
Yes,
I heard about
It implodes.
this rule.
And it's so wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, the rule is
So I'm
designed for
currently at
maximum
7.
cinematic.
I can tell, yeah.
I'm currently at a 7.
Oh,
Come on, dude. Goes below
Okay, I
zero.
got a 9.
okay.
So that's a negative 9.
Negative-
You want to roll low after you
Negative
apply.
two.
You wanted to have like
Oh,
negative.
roll a 9.
Yeah. If you roll a 1 again, I won't add on to that. I always found it was like, beating the dead horse.
But dude, that is.
But let's see
this
how
is the
horrible
best.
this is going
This
to
is
be.
awesome. Also, what's your driving, by the way?
My driving is like 18, but this is concentration, and
Yeah.
I'm not good at
Yeah.
that.
No. I'm just wondering because I might have to sub in at some point
Boy. Okay.
and help. I know that
You're in a drive?
Well, see,
I'm a good driver.
I'm looking at basically what happens
When you have like
when
a,
you
like
get
a 10?
this kind of fumble.
Oh,
Yeah. So listen, and you're welcome to invent a new kind of fumble right here on the show.
Okay.
Just do a little game design. We'll call it the Jasmine from now on.
Yes. Roll. Okay, so Jay, Jasmine roll. We're adding that to the new background. Okay. Jasmine, you have a decision to make, and you're not going to make it well.
Okay.
When you saw your friends, they're kind of terrified. You could try to do something there. You know that there are some kinds of onboard, call them anti-theft systems, including Brutus. And you also feel concentrated in your feet. Brutus is designed with subsonics. So there's a high level that you would hear way if you were a dog or something.
And
And
other
then
data.
the rumble that you hear is Brutus's triggered a subsonic set that's in speed. And that's all designed. Brutus is designed to terrify the hell out of you. It's Adam Smasher with 4 legs.
It's but dog.
Yeah. So, car, rumble, or Brutus?
Which of these things do you have to deal with?
Yeah, which one are you concentrating on? You can have one of 3.
Yeah. So, just to be clear, the subsonics he set off are messing with the car in some way?
It just makes the whole car kind of vibrate like it's got a tire is missing or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you hear...
It's tripping the car's warnings, I imagine.
Yeah, no, I think I'd focus on the
No,
car.
he hasn't
'cause I don't
triggered-
wanna
he hasn't
talk- I wanna
triggered
do it with
everything
the
yet.
dog.
Yeah.
He hasn't triggered everything yet, and that's because his main thing is kind of wandering watchdog, not protector of the car.
Right.
But what's happened is, for those of you who have dogs, his friend said, "Hey, these cool people are in, and they're handing out food that we usually don't get our hands on. Join me." And he said, "Okay, I'm locked in the bathroom." And he said, "Well, get out. You ought to get out." So if you look back in the bathroom, part of the door has been torn apart.
God damn it.
Okay.
Already ruined.
And
As soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses so much value.
you tell Brutus, now you be a good dog and don't tear down the wall this time. So Brutus is going through that, and then he got out, and his friend was there, so that was good.
That's
And-
positive development.
But he was being held by somebody that Brutus didn't recognize. Brutus is going through his database. This must be one of the honeys that my master
Can
always
you
brings
imagine?
home. Flip.
Yeah.
Huge database. And then he sees his friend struggling in the arms of this unknown person.
Although
this witch.
his owner was staring at me earlier in a favorable way.
Yeah, I mean,
So maybe
You're welcome to make that case
Maybe he's got
rhetorically.
some kind of link to his dog.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Somewhere back in the...
it's 2077.
No,
No, I'm into it. It's like
No.
a
Yeah.
modern find familiar type of situation. Yeah.
Theoretically,
Okay.
would I be able to, hack into this whatever cyberware
The dog has?
that the dog has in order to rewrite something like we're your friends?
Okay.
Put us
He
in that list.
has a processor, that, because, he's jacked up to
Yeah.
nobody's business. And he has a chip where, basically like you guys all have,
Yeah.
he has a socket.
Oh.
And you...
With shards in it?
No shards in it.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, he doesn't need to know that much. And if there was any specific thing they wanted to do, then they'd load the shard on it. But, you know, basically they left him in the bathroom and said, now don't go eating any of the guests. You stay here.
Yeah, reasonable.
Right.
And
reasonable.
so now he's out. And to add insult to injury, first, his friend looks like he's in trouble.
Right.
And remember
Oh, yeah.
that bond has been kicked up because whoever set this up uses Doggo to keep an eye on the joint.
Exactly.
It's
They're
easier to have a
essentially
little
one
bit-
animal.
Yeah, Doggo is, you know, doing his little big dog thing, and whoever set this up knew that you would see Doggo going beep, 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 and you would go, oh man, I think I'll stomp it, and then you would stomp. Doggo would, you know,
You'd
bite part of your foot off,
Yeah.
and send an alarm, and then from a kennel underneath the pool area,
From a hellborn
this-
kennel.
Just fired like a rocket.
yeah.
Here, but
So-
I think you got this. I think if you can,
could
if you
we-
can,
And
yeah,
now we
just-
have
Yeah.
I'm
you're
really
not on his
happy I didn't
best
stab
you're not
that
on
dog or
his best
something.
line because now you have given
Oh, did I
him
assault
food. No, you gave him food, but it bounced away, and so he steps towards it, but he now has that classic dog food territoriality thing going on.
Yeah, and his territory is the entirety of the van.
Yes.
Yes.
And by the way, your Smokies are his.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
you
he'll
smell
share
like
with his friend.
I
You
take
reek of
the
Smokies.
vest off.
I'm
'cause it's
taking the
one
vest
pocket
off.
is still full of sauce. Whole vest is off.
Okay.
And I throw it at him and I crawl backwards away.
No, do
Yeah.
not eat
Well,
me.
begging for your life,
Yeah,
essentially.
the penitent man. I'm just
Okay.
I'm walking away.
Okay, so I'm going to start kind of around the room because you guys have had most of the action.
Yeah, I mean, that's
so
pretty fun.
what are you doing?
I mean, I am in absolute agreement with Nova in terms of, like, let's log into this fucking dog.
Log in.
Let's make an account
Yeah.
on this dog.
Let's
right?
Log in the dog.
Install some
Dog
French
in.
shard.
Exactly, right? And then I
French
love
art.
what Jam's doing. I think this is going to buy us a little bit of time here in the interim.
Okay.
Which of these tripartite choices do you think
I
you're going
think
to
I'm
focus on?
gonna focus on driving the car because I don't think my character would be excited to deal with this dog.
That's their problem.
yeah.
Good, because the fumble you had, you would have either hit or rolled it, and you instead kept your concentration on
Road.
the car.
I like that
No,
you
roll
told me
this.
this after. Because
Yes.
rolling this bus, I
Bus.
think, would have killed me.
Yeah,
No,
and
we would've
also
been
the great
liquefied.
part is
Well, I don't know, not that. I mean, like,
The
the,
main
damage
freeways-
to the bus.
Emotional.
the main freeways on Night City,
Emotional damage.
most of them are elevated.
Oh,
So that means you had the chance of going airborne into someone's building.
And then let me guess, landing into Tiger Claw's territory, and then they come
Yeah,
out,
exactly.
and then
Rah!
all
Yeah,
stars.
just
We're not
pick
going to
something.
Dukes of
Yeah.
Hazard this van into anybody's.
I love
It's
it.
going to be a slow motion
And I was
leap.
gonna say
Yeah.
the freeze frame would be pretty great though.
It would.
Yeah,
Would us
It would be
rolling
It's-
off
in the back, yeah.
with the
It's
dog.
Blues
and the-
Brothers
Would
time.
have been good.
Okay, so yes, you fumbled, but you would have fumbled in the other direction. So what happens is you're distracted, but you do not get distracted enough to take your concentration away from driving. So I'm not going to have that go against you.
chose
Unfortunately, remember, you
I
fumbled.
chose
I did
Christ.
fumble, so
So
now
you
something
split.
else horrible is going to happen.
Basically, the rumbling from the cyberpet is separate of you. The cyberpred's
Yeah,
matching, he does his own rumbling. You know, he doesn't job that out.
yeah.
But remember you had tie into the optics and defense networks of
Yeah.
the van?
True.
Or the bus?
Interiority.
Yeah, well, all around you guys, little tiny bright red laser lights light up
Like in the walls.
in the walls.
The
Yeah.
system,
Ding, ding,
the
ding,
security system is
Right.
projecting.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And you, Nova, you feel that twinge as though system maybe partially AI driven just went active.
Okay.
So that might be
Okay.
harder work for you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, could be fun.
All right. How are we on this dog situation?
The dog,
Dog stitch?
the dog has gone and it's nuzzled the little Smoky too, and
Oh, yeah.
it takes a step forward. The rumble cuts down, but it still has the cyber optic expansion kind of plugged down. And it steps forward a little bit, and then Doggo goes and runs over to you and begins to paw on your pocket and sniff the jacket you ripped off.
Yes.
Looking for, more,
Let them
more
focus
treats.
on this.
They can have it.
Okay,
So
Okay.
I get another jacket.
So we could temporarily put a pin in this dog situation.
Well, I think we have.
What happens when the Smokies are gone? It's,
Dude, listen, that's a great question.
Yeah,
I think
and-
we're all wondering.
That's 5 minutes from me now, problem. Like we
Yeah.
can handle that. There are lasers now shooting out of.
They're not
this van.
shooting. They're
not
just-
shooting.
Yeah, they're just
The
active.
lasers are
They're
activated,
targeting.
but they could trigger something
Right.
that I don't.
What
I
you,
don't like.
What you know is that there are different levels to the architecture. Architecture is kind of bigger than a quick hack. A quick hack is like, I'm running an app and it does this thing
Yeah.
to your
Yeah.
phone. Architecture is the structure of a computer, and usually architectures have levels where they have sort of pseudo AIs that do a lot of things.
Oh, sort of like a doorman.
Yeah. So right now, the doorman woke up.
Oh, I see.
Okay, because she was paying attention, so the doorman said, "Oh, you want me to
I better
take
handle this."
attention to whatever's going on in the truck?" Okay, so the doorman,
It's tripped.
it tripped,
Okay.
and its first thing is it paints you with every sensor it's got. So you've got lasers like all through the vehicle. And the
It's a
next step
rave.
is usually that if it doesn't like you, they don't want to ruin the paint, so they're going to send drones after you instead.
But I could
Drones?
jack in and tell this
Do you know how
is
much
chill,
money
right?
you're dealing with here?
Like-
Are you going to let that get stolen?
How small, describe the type of drone that it can emit inside the vehicle.
No,
No,
he
it's
doesn't want to fuck up the inside of the vehicle.
Yeah.
so
I am not
There's
carrying.
incentive
I am not
from the
carrying
outside.
my go bag right now.
Yeah.
But in my go bag, I have 3 drones that will track you all over this place that
Let's
are
not give
about
Mike
that
ideas.
big.
Let's not
I
give
guess
Mike
that's true,
ideas.
right? We don't want to.
So
We don't want him doing
I've always wanted. I've always wanted to
Yeah.
like attach a hypodermic needle to my smallest drone just to see if I can Yeah, I
Just
gotcha.
at home, just with the wife and
I
kids.
love. Okay, I worked.
that gotcha is gonna haunt me. It's like
I'm
my
in the
sleep
closet.
paralysis demon.
standing or gotcha.
Little controls.
That's the last thing you hear.
You use
What
your
was
phone.
But I would like to jack into this whatever system and tell this doorman essentially to chill the fuck out.
Okay, so
Get
you're
on the
like,
list at least.
okay, it's time. We'll have you hack into that in the next couple minutes.
Okay.
But it's not going to happen instantaneously.
Sure.
You have some digging to do. So
Sure.
you're going. Okay, not going to worry about the dog. The dogs are talking to each other. You're still smelling like little smokies and barbecue
Yeah.
sauce, but you've gotten your jacket off, and you did not go off the freeway and do a Blues Brothers crash of 1,000 feet.
That's good.
Here, no, I'm ready to. I'm
So
ready to
I
rock
basically
this.
did very well.
Yeah, so basically, I'm the best. I won
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, and
I'm the cyberpunk.
I'm gonna go out
Called
on
the
top.
Jasmine now.
It's called the Jasmine.
No, this dude's the little Smoky. You're the
Little
Jasmine.
Smoky. Yeah, that's
Here,
true.
no. So I think
Jasmine
it's
Smokies.
time, exactly. I think it's time to
This sounds like a band name. Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Jasmine
Smokies.
Smokies. I
Write
think
that
that it's
down.
time to do some CEO boss business.
So you're gonna be
You're making
useless?
an
I'm
executive.
sorry.
It's gonna be his fault.
We are on page 2
So
of
you're
band
gonna
names.
produce nothing?
Yeah, as
and
we
then-
should be.
And pay yourself a wonderful bonus?
Incorrect. Incorrect.
You're
In fact,
gonna
you're going
make
to be
this
very
redundant?
impressed. I have a whole scene here, and when I get done with this first part, you're going to feel very bad. So think about that.
I can't wait.
No, this
I'm
couch
waiting for you
never
to put on
feels
your
bad. We're
personal,
called the no
your
feel
best
bad
James
couch.
T. Kirk
We
and
don't
go.
feel bad.
Come,
This
let
is
us
the-
reason together, dog.
This is the no remorse couch. There's no remorse here.
So this is happening.
As opposed to the high anxiety chair.
Yes, exactly. So there.
Oh, by the way, if you
yeah.
screw up too badly, remember those systems know when they're having someone hack and work on them. So you want to make sure as you go through the levels, and I will be checking the levels of the architecture and giving you a hint of what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, because remember, you're not dealing with just, start hitting yourself. You're
Right.
dealing with
Yeah.
run a multi-ton bus protect the inside of the multi-ton bus. You're pretty sure it can defend the outside of the multi-ton bus.
Dude, this is the best. If we can not die, wow.
I feel like, you know in Snatch, how excited the pikeys get for the caravan? I feel like that's my nomad
that's
heart.
the injury. That's your
I
nomad
want the
heart.
caravan for me mum, you know? Like, this
That's
is
your
the
nomad
caravan
heart.
I would get for me mum, you
Right?
know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, she'd love this.
Well, the truth is, we can leave town and she can see it
You
with her
might
own
want to
eyes.
leave town because
It might be a great idea. But
We're
here,
leaving town.
So check this out. Here's my fantasy. All right, I can see.
It's just the one we.
I look back. I look back, and I know that you are a cyber sorceress. I know that you have. I'm like, I've seen you succeed in this context before. I have endless
Cyber sorceress.
endless confidence there. I see that Jam is slithering like a barbecue-coated snake away from two pieces of up-armored military dog.
Yeah, I'm on my belly, probably crying a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think that's the best he can do. And so I'm gonna.
In this moment, it's all
yes,
like
exactly.
mustard.
And so I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the front seat. I'm gonna bring up the back part of the headrest.
You're turning around,
Yeah.
and as you turn,
You get
about
fucked.
6 or 7 more of the lights move off of the rest of you and track your back. Remember, there's a semi-intelligent thing dealing with this
It's
truck.
not. Yeah, it's not like a
It's not
classic
like-
AI, but it's like a wicked demon.
You could,
Right?
actually, they're usually called demons.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a
And-
memory resident process that has some cognition.
Yeah. It basically is about as bright as what we would have now for an intelligence system.
So every time I try to do something,
It's watching you.
something bad happens.
So, yeah, you've turned, and you guys all watch as, like, lasers float to target. And they're all on him right now because you're the one moving. You're safely on the ground.
Yes.
Don't hit me.
Probably thinks you're furniture.
God.
Yeah, I'm trying to be furniture.
There's way too much barbecue sauce on this for it to be a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Obviously.
a rug, like a.
It's going to be eaten
stained
anyway,
rug.
so I'm not too worried about that.
Evaluating
thought.
your life choices, I was happy with that candle.
I could be with the candle right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think I'll throw Kraken at you. That's just unfair.
I mean, I agree with you. Don't throw Kraken at me,
Okay.
bro.
Don't Kraken me, man.
Yeah, it's exactly "Don't Kraken me, bro" is a classic phrase.
Okay. We should remember that one. Don't Kraken me, bro.
So crazy.
I'm telling you, the merchandise makes it so.
Oh. Okay, so
Oh.
we're getting set up in here. You will go around. You're basically about to do something dumb, and its attention is all
Whether
on
you want to or not.
Yeah, you kind of feel your body temperature goes up as so many lasers are like hitting your back.
And that's nice. Usually I would pay for this.
Yeah. Well, you'll pay for it, all right. Okay.
Really working those nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, what did you want to do before you were torn apart by
Well-
the drones or whatever else they're using?
I was going to adjust Silk Road's chair so that she was maximally comfortable in her semi-conscious state. Just get
Back
the
ropes.
headrest on the side, pull it in, make sure, right? And
Yeah,
then
but the car thinks
and
she's
then
trying to kill me.
And then snap her neck. Yeah.
No, and then I was going to sit in the passenger seat. But I have some stuff that I need to do online. Okay? 2 things. 1, first, I am making sure that the tech knows our current location so that he can come up and make sure that he's keeping parity with us out here. It's entirely possible once... We don't know where this is going to go, but wherever it ends up, we're going to want someone who's actually good at this technology shit. Second, I would like to make... I mean, my presumption is, since they're trying to do this in 2023 in certain areas, my guess is that I could have food delivered to the van by a drone.
Yeah, you could do that. Right now,
Yeah.
you've made it to the seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And the limited intelligence of the AI system, if you want to call it that, the smart system, is trying to decide what to do with
It's Apple TV.
Yeah, and it's also, you figure it's probably querying somebody back home right now. Like, what should I do? You guys were not involved in the Anne Boleyn adventure. You can find that on the internet as well.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. But in that one, it was another intelligence system. Intelligence systems tend to work in rather circular ways. I'm supposed to do this, I do this.
Well, it's loops, right?
Yeah, they're loops. So you right now are in the I don't know who you are. Luckily, the good news is that Brutus is not directly tied into this. So Brutus is a free agent.
He's sort of separate from the... He can't be directed by the truck.
He was just hanging out here.
Yeah, well, he wasn't hanging out. He was put there.
Yeah, he was locked in.
Yeah,
So he didn't devour any guests.
Yeah. Brutus decides he doesn't like you.
That orgy upstairs.
Brutus sees a little smoky cart and he decides he's going to inhale the entire
He
thing.
could probably destroy one of those Boston Dynamics waiters. He could probably just...
Oh, yeah. He doesn't give a shit about that.
Give me those fucking Smokies.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah, the auto cooks?
I liked that.
Yeah, I actually... those Smokies, bro. Yeah, actually, when I was in Singapore, I was in a restaurant that they had one of those auto server robots running around, you know, I'm thinking to myself...
Really?
Oh, yeah, they're great. This kind of white domed thing with a tray on it shows up.
Oh, like a dim sum robot type thing?
Yeah, and, you know, it has like a keyboard that lights up. You go, okay, I think I'll get that. Click, and then it goes away and comes back with it. You're in the future, dude.
Yeah.
Apparently. 20 minutes into the future.
Yeah.
Have you
actually,
seen those
30.
robot bartenders in Las Vegas?
No.
No.
I did. I saw one that spilled like a drink on somebody and still asked for a tip.
Yeah, they're really funny.
That
but
sounds
you can
about
you can custom decide what you want your drink to be.
They have external
And it's-
jets.
Yeah, and it's like a robot, and it like makes it, and then it like gives it to you. But it's like a little. The motion is like very.
This is
much
all your
like,
fault.
Yeah, does it say?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
the
that's
drink
me.
in your
Our
face.
cyberpunk world.
This is my future, baby. You
But
just
it's
get to
great.
live in it.
It's great for annoying people that are like, you know, I want this latte with 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, because then you can just go on the app and do it, and the robot does it instead
Cyborg.
of torturing like a human. You know.
Yeah.
I think those people should be forced to order through robots. Anyways.
Okay, well, you may have that chance. Okay, so moving around. We're going to have a couple of things happening, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move through, and I'm not going to do it by initiative.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of do it by how it feels interesting.
Okay.
And right now, you, Mr. Hot Smoky,
Yes.
you are
Mr.
on your
Hot
belly,
Smoky.
backing away from something that is probably so big and heavy that, you know, the floor of the bus is probably bending.
Oh, yeah,
slightly.
it's haunches. I bet the
Well,
hydraulics
this thing
are...
weighs, yeah, you figure this sucker weighs at least 800 pounds.
Jeez. Okay.
What the fuck? It's
Wow.
like a gorilla?
No, it's like a dog. A very
I think
big
it's
dog.
just
said it was
really
a dog.
dense.
God, you're stupid.
Well,
right?
okay, it's sort of like a dog. But
Yeah.
800 pounds, there's tigers out there that
Oh,
size.
This is okay. That's worse than I thought. I
Yeah.
thought it was bad already, and that's worse.
Okay. Well, I'm already
It's
scared.
You can't
basically
physically wrestle
it's a cybered up tiger. Think of it that way. That's wearing a floppy dog hat.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the best way to think.
cute. It's wearing some merch from the
Like the
gift shop.
like the Disney mouse ears.
Yeah,
Mouse
exactly.
ears.
It's got the straw.
Whoa, whoa,
Like the headset, you know, like the gamer headsets with the ears on them.
Yeah.
whoa. Okay, so what are you doing, Mr. Hot Smoky?
I mean, does he seem agitated? What's
He goes
my read
over,
on
and
him?
once you gave him,
energy.
Yeah.
once you gave him the Smoky and
I
it
gave him the
bounced off,
jacket.
and the little guy, you know, went up and checked it out, you took off the jacket.
Yeah, I did.
So he's got the food now.
He's got everything.
So he's got everything. Well, no, you smell like hot Smokies still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's always good. You
You've been basted, essentially.
Yeah.
You become more
I hate that we
flavored.
canonized this at the beginning of the episode that this was your aroma, because now we can't be like, no, he doesn't.
Really smell like that.
I kind of think, I keep
no,
thinking, you know,
it's
it's like Old Spice, except it's in this case barbecue spice.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland brand spice.
In volume.
What I would like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this dog spends a lot of time on the Love the Beast tour bus, right? He's
Not
their dog?
usually.
Or maybe he lives
You
in
don't know who owns. Remember, the question has been: are these dogs owned by
Serene.
Serene.
Yes,
Or his
Serene's,
parents.
His parents.
Yeah, probably is.
Who owns them? Is this his house?
Well, the
You
only
know?
thing I can think is that music might soothe the savage beast.
Savage Beast.
And
Okay.
so I would like to perform whatever Love the Beast song
Okay.
I know.
Just the ones
Thinking
from
that
home.
it might soothe him, it might calm
Okay.
him. He recognizes it.
So,
Maybe I
okay.
play a
So
little better.
it's the one that says, "Do not kill me now."
Yes.
No. Okay.
That
so
classic track.
let's see how you play.
Would you like me to roll play instrument?
Play instrument.
Absolutely. Dude,
I'm very good at
you need to ensorcel this fucking dog.
17.
Okay.
Hey.
You are playing it really well. Okay.
Yes.
Next, you are doing it. Well, yeah, it's smart enough to do it. Persuasion. I want you to make a persuasion check.
I'm also good at that.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 10!
Oh, then you gotta roll it again.
yeah.
I've got this dog
Roll again.
on the bit.
On the bit, this dog's locked in.
A 6.
Okay.
So what's your base
Brutus.
persuasion?
Oh, 12.
Okay, so
28.
28?
Yeah.
28.
Yeah. So Brutus sniffs what's left of your jacket
Yeah.
and scoops out some of the smokies.
Yep.
And Doggo eats some more smokies and sits down in the middle of your jacket. And Brutus
I can
walks
see it.
over to you with this enormous head. And as
Yeah.
he gets close, you kind of hear the noise of all the actuators and motors.
I'd piss
The
myself.
metal,
yeah.
I'd fucking
yeah, and
piss
basically you
myself.
realize it's like
A little
somebody,
pee comes out.
it's like somebody took a dog suit and they crammed like
Yeah.
a metal alien into it and then said, "Oh, that's enough." It's,
Yeah, we're done.
Terminator
put,
with dog
put some
ears.
dog ears on it.
And they just checked
Yeah.
out.
yeah, and give it a
It was
collar.
a late night.
I just slide the guitar up and just very slowly start plucking.
And in a moment that you probably should be terrified
Yeah.
or heartwarmed,
I use
Brutus-
energy.
Yeah.
Brutus comes and he takes his head, which is about half the size of that table over there, and he starts towards your crotch. And
That's a sensitive region.
yes.
Hence,
And
again,
then
why
he-
we need crotch armor.
Yeah.
And then, yes. Why does that keep coming up? Okay.
It's relevant.
And Brutus puts his enormous head in your lap
Oh, there
and
it
looks
is.
up at you. So you
Dude,
now have this and
music.
And the optic goes and yet his eyes
Oh,
pop
okay.
back out
The
again.
war, war helm is on.
And-
I keep it going and I'm just nodding at everybody.
And Brutus' tongue rolls out, and kind of like, and it's really kind of sad and creepy because it's a live tongue.
Is it organic?
It's organic.
Oh, no.
But
That's sad.
cyberpreds are built on an animal,
So, yeah.
and you see that around that tongue are teeth that are all metal. Yeah, fangs. They're all metal, razor sharp looking, and there's like a little groove between the front teeth where his tongue can go stick out. And he's like, and meanwhile, his friend Doggo is going through your pockets or at the pockets of your
Absolutely.
jacket because he's going, yeah, I have found the doggy promised land.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I hit record.
You are my best friend.
Exactly. I hit record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I know that this is
That's
coming.
where I was nodding.
I know that this 28 is coming from the place that I, as a CEO, want all artists to be in.
Fear and pissing yourself?
Pain, yeah.
In a fear crouch,
Yeah.
making product.
Making product and piss.
And so
Yeah.
I hit record. This is what we
Okay.
need tomorrow at the riot. This is the energy.
Okay. So, oh boy. All right then. So you have
out good.
I did
you
it. I
have
did, yeah.
Brutus's head. You did well, man. Damn it. You have Brutus's head sitting in your lap, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, if that head were to like go active right now, he would. I'm not worried about getting my parts bit off, he's going to go all in my spine.
Oh yeah,
You
that
know.
would be shredded.
It's,
So you're like-
it's one bite.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one bite, one chew.
So Jam killed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jim, you have
Probably.
you don't have a new pet, but he likes you.
He won't
likes
eat you,
me.
and that's good.
When he murders all of us, he's gonna eat you last.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Okay, so we're heading on back. When we last left, Arman, you were recording him.
Recording him.
Okay.
There's some drones that
And
are interested.
The drones now have stopped tracking you because you didn't tell the drones or the AI support in the van that you were in trouble. So it's going, oh, it must be another passenger. So it's now pulled back.
It's pulling the
Right.
data from the driver. Okay.
Right.
It's in your
So-
best interest to keep me happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's my car now.
Yeah.
Better watch this. Yeah. Don't make me turn this thing around.
I will turn this thing around.
We won't touch the cyber stereo or whatever the rules are.
Yeah.
Can I tell that now, like that I'm wired in, who the car is registered to?
Ooh, pull all the base data.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If they
Get a
report
VIN
it
number.
stolen,
Yum.
you know,
Pull all the
is
base
there-
data.
Yeah. Do they have a air tag on it that they're tracking?
Yeah.
You don't,
But for Arasaka.
there
yeah,
is.
that's what I meant. Air
Yeah.
tag.
Tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically dig in there and you find it's registered to a major corp, a media corp called Media Magica. So sort of imagine.
Madoka Magic.
Yeah, actually, the Us Cracks, which are a band that's kind of like a dark version of your average, idol band.
yeah.
Yeah, these guys specialize in that kind
What
of
was the
thing.
band's name?
The band itself, or Media Magica.
Media Magic.
With a
Okay.
K.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? That's how I wrote it already with the K. I just knew.
How much anime?
Yeah, I just knew there was a K
Yeah.
in there somewhere.
So yes, you now know that it belongs to, or at least is registered in the name of Media Magica.
I mean, it's
A
probably
music
just like
corp,
their
an entertainment
publisher
corp.
maybe or
Yeah,
something?
an entertainment
Yeah.
corp.
Their label.
Their
Yes,
label,
the
yeah.
label. So they've basically sublet it to them, or it's
Well, they're traveling around.
a condition of their.
Yeah.
You as a fixer, I
Yeah.
want you to
Fix.
hit streetwise for a moment. See how much you really
Nothing
know.
would bring me
More pleasure. Okay, I want you to make a streetwise
Here
check.
it comes.
Uh-oh.
Did you roll a 1?
You roll a 0.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
that's a good
I
one.
know, but I'm
good.
saying the base is 14, so now we're at 24.
Oh, roll
again.
That was
Roll
just a
again.
rush of endorphins.
It explodes.
Explode up.
Yeah. So that is
Total?
31.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah. Media Magica. Media Magica came out of Asia. They handle idol bands. You've heard on the street that they may be financed by several of the crime groups, but maybe not. But at the very least, they're tied to two really big Southeast Asian media concerns. So they have actors.
It's
they
a
have
global
singers. It's
concern.
a global reach. It's basically they've got reach.
Yeah,
You
profound
also
reach.
know with that role that since they've just gotten to, they've already tried the new United States, and they're not okay. But what they want to do is make inroads in Night City, which is an independent locale.
Place.
And one reason is
Yeah.
Night City is like Casablanca or Singapore. If you make it there, everyone's going to hear about it.
Right.
And
A lot of work's going to be done for you.
yeah. And the sense, looking at it as a corporate media, these guys are Magica's pets.
Okay, so this is why Max was like, wait a second, what's actually going on with this Love the Beast brand situation?
Yeah.
It's a tendril of this fucking a global entertainment corp.
a global entertainment corp.
But this is
and
it's
this is
maximal
exactly
nepo.
something Max would love.
Yeah, right. Oh, he would love this story because I mean, this is why I was mad at Serene to begin with. I was like,
Love
this
the
is so
Beast is
fucking
the
fake.
definition of an industry plant.
No, this is exactly what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And this is why I was mad yesterday, and I'm still mad today.
Because they're posers.
Because they're fucking posers.
Yeah.
But they're posers backed by some like military adjacent global media. This is worse than a regular poser.
They're media toys. They really are.
Okay.
It's like if NSYNC was founded by BlackRock.
Yes, and Sync by Shay.
BTS.
Oh,
Brought to you by
but
Arasaka.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine the Idol? Because I started getting really, really into this in the last year. Can you imagine the Idol group in 2077? Like what that looks like, what the bodies look like, what the music sounds like, what the presentation is. The Sims, like the
Idol, IDOL.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought this was a new type of music where they don't have to
do anything.
I love that.
No,
I love that
that's
too.
That's why he's your manager, not you.
No, hyper minimalist.
Yeah,
Otherwise
it's like
you'd
an
be
idol
playing-
band. They just let it go, I
Yeah,
guess.
you'd be playing weddings if we
Yeah.
followed your theory.
Yeah. No, I love that. But no, I'm just saying, like, that would be an overwhelming media experience. The brain dance versions of these concerts.
Yeah.
This is a religion. This is a corporate religion, basically.
Yeah, they basically are going to make inroads, and seriously inroads. So
And we just stole their van.
So now you understand why Colvin Max
Oh no,
Yes.
this makes
is
perfect sense.
interested.
Yeah. He's level 7. Like, why would he care if it wasn't rad? This is a big story.
Yeah, well, if that big a story with his level, he can run that story and literally get national coverage if he gets what he needs.
Exactly, but he'll slice right through it if he makes it out of that party alive.
And and you notice that as soon as you guys hit the party, he went in the front door and was gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he works.
And
That's
himself,
his natural environment, right?
You've been used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
They showed us where our stuff
Listen,
was.
yeah.
And he got you a really cool van, which is
Really
now
cool
marked.
van.
And yes, by the way, you do know that there's a tag beeper on the thing because they want to know where their
It's their investment,
of
course.
Well, yeah,
Where their band is going.
this is like having their dog chipped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they have their dog shit.
Yeah, the dog is also chipped.
Yeah.
But the
But
dog
I mean
doesn't
euphemistically.
Yeah. So
Here, so scraping out this tag might be a good idea.
Yeah.
you want to maybe deal with this tag, and you might want to do it soon because
Okay, let's deal with the tag first.
Tech.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing? Trying to
let's
fix it, or
see.
because remember, to get to this, you would be better off going into the AI that you have to deal with, which runs all these systems.
Right. Just, I was
Freebie.
that's what I
You were
was
starting to go into
starting.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
She was born ready.
You have to say, I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah. If you don't say that, then you're not really in.
Yeah,
You're
you're
still
not
out.
in.
Am I in with a 10?
You in the 10?
Am I in with a 10?
Only a 10,
What skill is she checking against?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What am I checking?
Right now, you're doing interface, and it is a medium. What you're aiming for? Difficulty DV7.
Okay, you got a 10.
So
I'm
you're
in.
So you're in.
She is in.
I'm in.
You're in the front door of the basic architecture.
Okay.
All right then, and you're on the first. Call it the first 2 floors of the lobby. Okay, every architecture has essentially like a home page.
Right.
Okay.
You have the best way to think of it is people don't really think about this anymore, but there used to be home pages and then stack pages, and so they're there, but we don't think of
I
them
guess
that.
I remember that. I don't know if
We
that.
still have that on our website.
Yeah. So
We liked it.
let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, okay. All right, so you realize that there's several levels in here, and as you're rolling along, you find there's a password. You want to make a shot at running it?
Sure.
You got to hack.
Okay.
You got to
Yeah.
hack 24/7.
Yeah. You're a hacker. That's what you do.
Heck yes.
Okay.
Hack yes.
Now,
Yes.
your character, if I remember right, the version generated by you does not actually have software. I don't believe he gave you software.
Did I? I don't think so.
It should be on a character sheet inside, I believe.
Character sheet within.
Um.
Software.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna have to use psychology.
We're gonna fake it.
You're gonna have to use psychology to talk to this bot.
What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna set difficulty levels on certain things, and then we're gonna assume that you are using software that would help you get into it.
I love this.
Okay.
Oh wait, what is this? I've got there's a cyber deck installed in your Noura port. Allows me that just allows me to quick hack. Okay.
Yeah.
It lets you hack.
We pretty much set this up as quick hacking because while it runs much faster, you know, you're not wearing a bodyweight suit. You're, you know, on the run. It's faster this way. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I'd like to point out something is that the file that I use here, the table, there's basically a difficulty, standard difficulty, uncommon difficulty, advanced difficulty on one axis.
All right.
And on the other axis is interface of a Netrunner with a fighting chance, interface of a Netrunner who might die before reaching the bottom of the architecture.
That's one of the lists? That's one of the items?
Right there. I'm not going to tell you which one you're at, but you're at level 2, right?
Wow, Mike.
Thank you.
So this is actually...
I'm dialing things down. I'm not hitting with anything that's an advanced difficulty of 12.
But I didn't think...
14.
For some reason, I didn't think that you would be... Because of this big dog and all these other things that are happening. So the one who's actually like in real danger is you.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to use a computer.
I think there's a little danger going on here with the
I'm
dog.
saying you resolved that danger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your DB on this one is 6. Let's punch our way through on the lobby.
And I got luck too. I got luck, baby.
Yeah. Facts. Oh, murder.
This is adding to the
Your interface.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
So more than
you type it in, and you kind of mess around, and finally you kind of get a password. It's Love Giant.
I am writing that down.
So you're writing Love Giant.
Love Giant.
Band name.
Yeah, I was going to say
Another band name.
Yeah, I assume it already
Is
is.
it like all letters? Is there leak speak in there?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Is a 0?
No, it's Love. It's
Any
Love
cap?
That's a
Giant.
weak password.
That's a
It's
weird
all
password.
It's a big password. I think that typically you would be accessing it with your entire biometric suite as well. I mean, I think part of the things we're hacking in this probably has to do with that person, like a fingerprint.
He doesn't fucking know.
He's just
Listen to him.
making
He's
it
just
up.
making
I'm going to
all
help
this
him.
shit up.
I'm going to help this guy do whatever he needs to do.
Okay.
I grew up reading these books.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it happen.
Okay. Okay. So you are flipping down. Having a good time.
Yeah. You're just checking stuff out.
Okay.
Explore the space.
Yeah, but
Perusing.
okay, yes, I have. Yep. Let's slap that demon in there. You know,
So do they? If you encounter them as a Netrunner, do they say shit?
the
demons.
The
Like, do
demons.
they?
No, it doesn't. I go, wah, you know.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a psychological thing.
You know, I'm
well, I mean,
a genie.
Hey, I'm gonna fry your brain.
Idiot.
Yeah,
In the old days,
So you must answer me these riddles 3.
yeah, but that's basically what
Riddles
it's doing.
3, yeah. No, in the old days, back in the 2020s, when
Yes.
they used
AIs were running around.
and they used the old interface systems where you saw a holographic projection in your brain, then demons and other software talk to you. Not in 77. 77, no one's got time to sit around and listen to it and go, oh, ha, 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 I will destroy you now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just going to show up and go, you're dead. Which, by the way, oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna boil your brain.
Okay, so I want you to make an interface roll because you have just met something bad.
The major domo of this van.
No, not quite. The major domo is a ways down the architecture, and I'm not going to do a long architecture because you guys want to be here. But it is a piece of black ice, and you recognize it vaguely, called Raven. It's anti-personnel black ice.
Okay.
That's some dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look for the big numbers.
11.
Okay, so
That wasn't a good okay. That was like a bad
Yeah.
that was.
I think I would spend luck in this situation.
I think
but
that
you have to do
would.
it before you do
I
it.
will spend 2 points luck.
You already
You already rolled.
rolled.
Oh, you have to
I
spend
have
it
to do it
before?
before.
Yeah,
I-
see-
You do it
Oh,
before.
I thought I didn't
Oh
know.
no! See,
Oh,
I
come on.
Oh, I thought I thought I had to say it before your
I had the
outcome.
fantasy that luck could help us in this case
Well,
as well.
okay. So, unfortunately, you are not hot enough to stop the Raven. Which, considering our conversation this morning about ravens, is apropos.
Yeah.
There's a ready supply of them here. Yes.
Okay, well, what you see basically is a raven adorned in plate armor, kind of. So you understand, your optics are set up in such a way that you do see projections of things in real space.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, the reason for that is that those things can activate and use things in real space as well.
Right.
Okay.
So you want to, for example, if we send 50 drones after these guys,
Yeah.
you're looking for the program that runs those drones, and it will manifest as something that you can deal with in that space.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It represents something there.
It's the representatives. Okay. But in the meantime,
Not looking good, guys.
this is
Write a
not
song
good.
about me when I'm gone.
yeah.
I still get paid full thing if I die halfway through.
Where are you in terms of damage?
I haven't taken any
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, we're good now.
Okay, good, because you just took 6 points.
Okay.
Okay. So she stops and goes, "Ugh, ouch, hurt." And one of your defenders would go down, which means that when you make your next roll, you're going to be at -1 in that roll. So it's time to use that luck. Okay.
You said 6 points?
You took 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not so bad that your hair is smoking. So that's good.
Now I think I just understood why Netrunners are always in the ice bath. Is it to keep the graphics card cool? A
Yeah,
little bit like
basically.
liquid cooling?
Liquid
Remember
cooling.
that the graphics card is you. The whole software
yeah.
is you. And in the old days, it didn't work quite that way because you had a deck. And the deck picked up some of the heat
Externalized some of it, yeah.
and took it off. Basically decks were as big as they were because they had cooling platforms in them. But by the time you get into the 2045 period, the time of the red, you're dealing with most of that being on board because your Netrunner is walking around. And the ice bath keeps that nervous system that's carrying the load the cyber deck used to carry cooler. And you literally, if it does a surge, you literally can end up literally frying. Literally burning.
Yeah.
So
it's liquid cooling.
Yes, and that's in the time of the red. What's happened is Netrunners will typically wear a body weight suit or a support suit, and that has cooling inside of it. And
it wicks away moisture.
It wicks away moisture. You look
North
good
Face.
in it, And also, most of the time, instead of doing it with your regular cyber optics, which they now would be doing in 77, in the time of the red, they went to goggles because some of the software would fry your eyes out in your
Would just
head.
boil your,
Cool.
your
Casual.
vitreous
Vitreous
humor.
fluid. Oh my God! You went straight to the vitreous.
Well, no, in order to be able to do what you're
Vitreous
doing,
Damn vitreous well.
your eyes have been messed with somewhere. Let me take a look. What's your cyber optics or cybernetics? Just I'm curious what's going to melt.
I'm so sorry I brought this up.
Yeah, dude.
Like the cyberware?
Yeah, cyberware.
So what is it? Like a HUD or whatever?
Yeah, HUD.
HUD. Holophone, translation, biomonitor,
Off of your neuroport.
personal link, wireless connections, shard slots, and it's just this other basic calendar.
That sounds like the basic model.
Yeah.
Okay, you have the basic model.
Yeah.
Remember that your eyes are adapted. They're not replaced, but your eyes now have systems plugged into your optical nerve.
Yeah, exactly.
So, for example, when someone in Edgerunners or 77 is talking to you or they want to show you something, remember, you see it.
Yeah.
That's because it's going straight in your optic nerve.
Gotcha.
So in your case, yes, it will fry your vitreous humor.
Cool. I love that for me.
This is fun.
Okay, so you go, and you clutch at your head. And
My eyeballs are burning.
my eyes are burning. And we're back to the driver's seat here.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You're hurtling down the freeway, and you realize that there's something following you. It's a small, it looks like a helicopter, a little auto gyro-like thing that's tracking you.
Perfect. This
and
is why I called the
2 or
tech.
3 turns, and it followed you. It, you continued. You decide to take an exit and get off, get back on, and it's following you. It's manned. There's somebody in.
Oh.
That's
not a drone.
Okay, that's different. That's a different situation.
Nope. It's occupied.
I don't like that.
No, of course not.
No.
Just
They might mess
Horrible.
up your car. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you doing anything? You have access to everything on board this vehicle.
Can you commandeer our external drone
That's
swarm?
what I'm thinking. I'm like, now you said there's anti-theft
There's all kinds of anti-theft systems.
measures.
Yeah. Anti-theft or defensive measures. You figured by now, talking to her, that this is a corporate-owned vehicle, which means they're not screwing around.
Yeah.
They're expecting, even on a stock corporate vehicle, that somebody's going to, hit an executive or something.
Yeah.
So, you probably got drones. You most likely have guns.
I
You
shoot
can do
them.
You can do
that just unfold, that just
Yeah.
unfurl
I
from
unfurl
the...
No, they don't
turrets.
unfold. They don't unfold. They're already nicely flush, built in.
Oh, yeah, you don't
No.
even see them, right?
I'm
Yeah, no,
shooting
you
at
shouldn't
them.
see them because, you're supposed to be showing up stylishly as an executive, getting out.
But we're also concerned about drag, obviously, and
Yeah.
so
No.
we're thinking about our mileage.
No, I love this car,
Okay,
by
so,
the
so
way.
you're just
I
gonna
am
put this.
more and
So
more
you're just
in
gonna
love
put
with
this
it.
thing to work.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I sit back in my chair
Yeah, just
Okay.
relax.
and I'm looking at in my mind,
Okay.
I'm looking at the rear view camera, the backup camera, and I just try to line up my sights and I just bring
Okay.
the guns online and
Okay,
just
so the
fire.
guns behind way the hell on the other side, back near the bathroom, you can.
All right.
And you see a little green icon go on in your mind. You see what you're seeing essentially is a top-down
Oh, you're seeing
holographic
it out.
view
Oh, wow.
of the bus.
Full
Wow.
So it's like one of those Star Trek sort of things. You say guns on, or a video game, guns online.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, guns. You have 2 guns in the back that are online, and they are tracking, and they want to know what target you would like. Effectively, you have to look at the target,
Yes.
but it will give you a rear view mirror view, so you don't just randomly start throwing lead down highway.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh my
not
God!
ideal.
I just shot somebody's little tiny car off and killed a
No,
bomb.
no,
and
I don't.
That's
I
what-
do not want to do that to David again. He doesn't deserve
Oh,
that.
that's
wrong.
So
Okay.
I'm going to aim at this small manned helicopter.
Okay, yes, it's also known as an autogyro, but you're aiming at the autogyro. Okay, then. All right, then. So, what I'm going to have you do, let's see the fastest way to get through this without it being ugly.
Does it? Are you controlling them directly,
Very
or
much
is
so.
it basically
So.
being? Are you just choosing the target and then one of these?
It's going to be a
Internal creatures.
combination. And again, it's going to actually be concentration because you're trying to tell it what to do and you're putting your brain on it. If you fumble, you not only don't hit the thing, but there's a good chance you lose control of the vehicle as well. And, that could be fun.
So,
I'm going to burn a lot.
Could
I was
be
going to say
fun.
a little luck. So is luck burned point for point?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a very precious resource.
Yeah.
I'm burning luck
Okay.
because I'm not great at concentration.
Also, I'm doing the rule that even though this is all one section, I will replenish luck each new segment.
Oh, okay, okay. That's new info.
Oh, yeah, you guys need this.
Yes.
Okay.
12.
Luck's coming out.
Okay. Well, don't get cocky. Remember, there's where is it now?
Some dogs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of time that you're gonna have to cover, and you could be in big trouble if you use that luck up.
Okay.
Right now,
Okay.
you've got about an hour and a half, so don't burn all your luck unless you really think you're gonna need it.
Okay.
Okay. So you reach out to touch this thing, right? Concentration.
Yeah.
12.
I rolled a 12.
12. Okay, 12. Ah.
It's not a failure.
Okay.
And I want to emphasize that.
Not, well, that means she doesn't crash.
See?
I like that.
Okay. But it's going to attempt now to make its shot.
Oh.
Okay. And
It's a good thing I'm not in the
that's
back.
you thinking hard at it going, yeah, that thing up there like a mosquito? Yeah.
Acquisition.
Throw stuff. Yeah, acquisition is incorporated. Oh, boy, it misses. Okay. So, basically, you hear down at the way end,
The aft.
yeah, back aft, and basically the anti-aircraft stuff. So it does not hit, and the gyrocopter basically kind of arcs away from you.
Hey, it might get us some distance though.
Listen, you're a winner in my eyes. You know what I mean?
I just have to get it like away from us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's pulled back at least for the time being.
Good.
We just don't want it there.
Good.
All right then. So you did not lose control of the vehicle. That's good.
That's our Silk Road.
Yep.
Yep.
I tried.
She bad. Okay. So back to Mr. Hotlinks.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So are you continuing to play to quell the savage beast?
Did the machine guns, did the dogs react at all to that, or?
No. The dog is listening to you play. And the other dog has rooted through all the little smokies and is now becoming sick.
Oh no!
So you're going to have...
Everything in moderation, little man.
Yeah,
So
you
the
gotta
little
ease
man
up.
is probably... We're going to be rolling to see each
no.
time a check against him throwing up on your new carpet because it's a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, but I bet this has got got mega resistance to stains and
Stay in guard. It just blows the dog up.
I mean, I feel like my job right now is dog related.
it's dog
Yeah,
duty.
you're-
Is dog duty. So yeah, I'm gonna try to
all you,
maintain the spell I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, you would continue to
Roll again.
ensorcel this
Okay,
beast.
so
Yes.
play instrument. It's a 17.
Okay, nice.
And
You
the
can play.
persuasion is 18.
Okay.
19. Wait,
Alright.
12
Okay.
plus 8.
20.
20.
20.
I hate
Okay.
numbers.
Yeah, you own Brutus's soul.
This is my dog now.
Yeah,
This is my dog now.
Come with me, Brutus.
I find maybe there's like a little patch of like pink infected skin in there.
Oh,
and I try to give it a little scritch.
A little mangy.
Yeah, whatever's
Yeah.
left of the bionic creature beneath.
Boy, does that sound...
This group needed a Scooby.
Yeah.
You've got
Our Scooby is like legit though.
Little hairs coming out. I just get in there.
Yeah, a couple pustules. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's
Why
not,
are you making it
You're just like
worse?
that.
he made this
I did not-
twisted
Yeah.
world.
I try to scratch
Yes, I
it where I
did.
can see that
It-
the metal is knitting in there and it's infected.
It's not quite that bad.
Okay.
Remember, they got to keep it alive.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is well kept. It is well fed. It doesn't entirely know what to do with the Smokies for a very interesting reason. It normally is in a kennel where it is essentially intravenously or either has slurry.
It's like a
pumped into its
Roomba.
stomach.
It's like a RoboCop
It's a dog Roomba. Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
Right?
So it normally doesn't get solid food.
Right.
So it doesn't know much to do with it, which is why it left the solid food
for
for its friend
ally.
who's about to throw up.
Okay.
Oh no.
The other thing is that by not using solid food, sure, the pupster doggo may die a horrible death from the poison stuff, but nothing's going to touch the really big guy that you're worried about.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is he basically
You can't
like
feed
eats
it like
gas.
a poison steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm assuming, does this mean like it doesn't poop? Is that a weird question?
Yes, it doesn't poop.
Yeah.
Well, it
Well, plus
poops in terms of when it goes back to its doghouse,
Oh, right.
it packs up and plugs in.
Got it. But you
Which
don't have to
sounds
worry
really
about
wrong,
dropping
but
his
yeah,
kids.
it's
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Accept it. It's the dark future.
Dogs don't poop anymore.
Yeah. Come to
Okay.
terms with it.
All right. So you got dog duty, and you're
Oh, no,
about to
I
have,
don't. I don't
No,
have
about
any
to
dog
have
duty.
other dog
future.
duty, but not that duty.
Oh, that's a dumb joke, but I like it.
No, it was good.
So we can afford.
Got me, girl.
Okay.
All right.
You are now
Yes.
sitting in the passenger seat. You saw her kind of bliss out for a moment and mutter to herself, and you hear way in the back the sound of machine guns.
I don't like that.
It's far enough away to where you don't think you're being shot at because there's a slight vibration,
Yeah.
but obviously something's going on because they're doing something with the gun.
Yeah. Something's working Something's happening in the aft.
Mm-hmm.
Are there windows? Like, can we see out of this thing out of curiosity?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it has a few windows,
Yeah.
but yeah.
They're
That's,
like not
I
huge,
see.
Remember-
but they're
yeah.
yeah.
and those windows can go opaque if you want to.
So we might see this helicopter thing flying around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, as it's shifting around. You can,
Like,
you can probably watch it
Yeah.
from window to window, yeah.
Okay.
I have the big windows.
Nice.
I basically just have window in front
It's
of
cool
me.
looking.
Yeah, it is a cool
Oh, I bet that's some of the turrets.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what
flush?
fascinates me is that I actually had 3. You asked about that. I had 3 different things in that garage, but you didn't say you looked for every single one of them.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
No, that's
This-
on
it
brand
was
for
always
Silk
here,
Road.
dude.
Her
Yeah.
concentration
Of course,
is so
this is
low.
like, yeah.
It was always
she
here.
was the first one.
Ooh,
She didn't
shiny.
even look at everything else at the lot. Yeah, no.
It's like
Well,
a pile of gold.
Yeah, the two other vehicles there are not very nice. One's a Grundy, which is sort of made of parts that have been slapped into it, and the other is a Chupacabra, which essentially is the nastiest off-road vehicle you could ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
This is for the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go racing
Going out
off
with the
sand
boys.
dunes with that one.
Uh-huh. By the way, who was digging around in the files on ownership?
That's me.
Okay. One of the things you also find is that ownership. Okay, so what you dig around is you find that. Where the heck? Oh, there it is.
Haha.
So Reed basically, his name is Avanosian, the last name, but he never uses it.
Of course. So
But
being Avanosian,
the
like
house is registered to his parents, Richard and
ayahuasca
Celine.
Avanosian.
Basically, once again, the Avanosians.
Yeah.
And what you also realize digging around is, recently his media company got absorbed by
Media Magica.
Media Magica.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
wired.
you were
Acquisition.
complaining about nepo babies.
Yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is the
This is
ultimate.
mega nepo.
This
baby.
is a Nepo baby birthed from a Nepo baby.
yeah,
It's a Nepo baby standing on top of another Nepo baby.
It's
in a
a
trench
Three
Nepo
coat.
Nepo
turducken.
babies.
In a trench
Yes.
coat, yeah.
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 A nepo baby turducken. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we're
That's
dealing
probably
with.
what's going on in that orgy up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody making more nepo babies. Okay, so you've gotten that piece of data as you're driving down the road. Like, oh, okay. How much? Well, actually, you have enough problems to deal with now.
I got a
So-
lot.
You really do.
Yeah.
You
Well,
have to
you're getting
keep-
you
you
in a
have to
minute.
keep burning through that.
Yeah, and I'm
I'm also
burning.
like
That major
relaying
combo.
all this information to Arman.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of texting going on actually.
Yeah.
I
Well,
imagine we're all in a group chat.
she
right?
is-
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
She is right now too tied up to really talk
Yeah.
to you.
Right, yeah.
I'm sizzling.
Yeah.
You're hot.
Get a lot.
Unfortunately, you're not that hot.
To
I
break
don't
through
know
the
what
ice.
to do. I don't know how to respond
Yeah.
to that.
Well,
Is that hurtful?
all she knows is at this point, I'm hot enough where I do need that ice bath, but I'm not gonna wait. There's a bathroom back there.
There is a
There
bathroom.
is
That's
a
why I was
really
asking
funny-
about
Dude, there's a
how
whole
Come in.
there's a
Come in the
whole
bathroom.
hot tub.
hot tub.
Get
Well,
some
can you keep
ice
an
in
Cold
that
tub.
motherfucking tub.
Because that's
Cold
what I was
plunge.
asking. I was like, I wonder if we can keep her cool. but-
Are you trying to tell me that Serene doesn't cold plunge?
No.
That sounds like a douchey thing he'd do.
Yeah.
I don't
he's
think
totally
so.
different.
He stays crazy on that cold plunge.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
fill it with
sure
cold water.
he's listening
exactly.
to like a bunch of like red pill podcast.
Yeah,
bros.
Cyberpunk RED.
Like-
I don't know. I feel
Pill.
like he doesn't practice
Oh,
the clean
ow.
living that those people do. Like he drinks, he does drugs. I
Yeah.
don't think
He has
those people are
friends.
people
Yeah.
that are like, I
Some
only
of their friends.
3 things because everything else has.
But he
allergens
does
in
it. But he has it to keep the appearance that he
Maybe,
does.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe the hot tub is a cold tub.
No, I think this is a worst case
But if
scenario.
not, you can make it a cold tub. There's definitely ice in this place.
Yeah,
I
this place-
promise
it's
you.
got a
I'm
nice
not a
Oh,
little-
you're having
scientist,
a
but I
good
bet we
day
could get some
today.
cold
Yeah.
water in there.
So you're digging down again. Congratulations. You've met Asp.
I am
Another
actually going to
AP.
here. Let's just say that this is what I'm doing. Like when she shrieks because cyber ravens are eating her eyes.
And smoke is
I
coming
am-
out.
I'm like, do you smell burnt hair?
No, but I am going to.
Who's eating tater
Yeah,
tots?
I'm going to physically take Nova
Okay.
to the back
Okay.
of this place mean, I know I've seen this shit. I mean, I understand how
you're
Netrunner
actually
do.
lucky because this attacked one of your skill sauce, one of the sauce in you. Okay.
Okay.
So you have essentially lost a skill, and since I have your sheet, I can find out what.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
You can eat up your skills.
Well, isn't your retainer attack? So you would know.
Oh, no, exactly.
That this is what you have to do.
Well, no, for sure.
I don't think
I think
it's
everybody knows. This is. I'm a fixer too. Like this would not be the first time I've had to hook this up.
Yeah.
But
Also,
no.
we've been a band for a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure this has happened to me before.
As you've melted your brain. Yeah, that goes down all the time. I did go and get my brain melted.
Yeah. That's a Tuesday.
But I think that's it. But it's also like a rad. Like to me, it's like a rad scene. Where it's just you just pick this person up and then take them back and put them in the sauce.
Okay.
This is Whitney Houston.
This is it,
bodyguard
dude.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Knox, I want you to roll 1d10 and add 10.
Okay.
Hey,
What did you roll?
13.
Okay.
which is we all know
So
is
is
the
that
number
a
of the beast.
1 and 10? Or just...
What's that?
A 1.
Okay, what was the
Yeah,
I rolled a
composition?
3.
13.
Yeah, so it's a 13.
Okay. Thank goodness for that. Okay.
Actually, it's a 12, right? Because don't I have to roll a -1 to everything
Yes.
now?
Well, that's actually, I think, worse.
13 was
I
actually
gotta
good.
play fair.
Okay. You remember we were talking about cybertech?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have cybertech. The chip that you were running
She's got baby Netrunner.
was a concentration chip.
Okay.
So your concentration is just basically whatever you had in it, which would be the stat and the level.
Okay.
So let's say you had a 4
It's just
at that
fried?
level, it's
Yeah.
gone.
So just nothing
Yes.
for the stat?
Yeah, it.
Wow.
You just
Do you have
forget shit.
ADHD now?
I do in real
Hey,
life,
watch
so
out.
this is appropriate.
Yeah, we're all running on being ADHD.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm like, is this what it is? Your concentration hits 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. I've got some Ritalin around here somewhere.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
That's great news.
Are you good over there?
I'm going to talk to you about it later.
Okay. All right then. So, yeah, you have to have ADHD to be able to be in this business. It just kind of goes to the
I think
territory.
that it's probably not uncorrelated.
Yeah.
It's correlation. Believe me. One of the best coders I know. It's like every attention deficit thing in the universe is operating in him, and he's like a brilliant programmer. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow,
We
dude.
get a lot of neurospicy people.
Well, no, they
Yeah.
develop.
Spicy, I like
Yeah.
They develop really potent
Mhm.
responses and coping skills. At least the people who manage to find success against something like that.
Yeah, they find something dumb to like be game
All my
designer.
homies are neurospicy.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So
I had that
you
now.
basically, it's lucky because you went down 1 because otherwise it would have hit you at conversation.
Oh no, I need
God,
that to survive.
You would
Yeah, talk to
essentially
people.
have what happens is your conversation is fed into sort of a micro AI that's kind of like Chat GPT.
Oh yeah, basically.
So you would be kind of restricted to monosyllabic kind
Basic
of.
topics and things that were online 10 years ago.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That
Wow,
sucks.
look at this cat video. What? But
It's
seriously, yeah, you would have, Ed, I would have
You
made
should see these cat videos. Number 10 will shock you.
Yes, these are things Arasaka doesn't want you to know. Okay, I'll just tell you, just so you know that what would happen is I would have you basically go through and edit every second word.
You like fuck with the conversation at that level?
Wow.
Treat it like a
You like
Bayesian
fuck with-
filter?
Conversation, basic.
Dude, that sounds like a nightmare.
I'll
Yeah.
stick with the zero.
That's why I invented this.
That
Concentration.
-1 is so good that you got. That
No,
you,
dude, that's
that you were
so
honest
fly.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'd
Yeah.
forgotten and then I saw the thing and so.
But
Because
this
you
is-
were like, I have to play fair.
And it saved your
That was a
ass.
good thing that you did.
Save your ass.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
So-
Yeah.
so-
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's this. But basically, there's this like soft. There's like a wisp. It's like when you don't put the thermal compound on the proc when you're building a computer, and then just some magic smoke emerges from the processor. Basically, this is
Yeah.
coming out of these slots.
Mhm.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
I'm just gonna pop the skill slot. I'm going to pop the shard out.
Okay.
And just
shard
throw it
is
away,
burning.
burn my fingies.
Yeah.
But I just there's no reason to have it in there. But for my action, this like scene is going to be me taking her back.
Yeah.
To the back, or trying to orient the technology around this thing.
So you're holding her. Are you fireman's carrying her?
Yeah.
Or are you doing a classic? Babe, come with me.
No, I'm not seeing any of this.
She's like standing up, holding herself up. I just grab her in the way that is available at that time.
Okay. Because she's kind of at this point kind of rigid a little bit because she's just had part of her brain burn and then she's got soft
like rigor.
So she's kind of So you were looking at.
I basically have to fight. I have to like fist fight her to get her into the back of this thing.
You have to. Okay, so you're dragging her or carrying her. You have to step because remember you're up in the front.
Oh yeah, there's dogs and shit.
Step around.
Brutus. Party I've got going on.
And Brutus is like blocking most of the aisle, so you're kind of going past Brutus.
Jam's menagerie.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my dogs, man.
That's another great band name.
Jam's menagerie.
Yeah.
I love it.
Beast. Oh yeah. Real curvy fat letters. But basically, I know that it's like a mannequin. Like I have to like try to get this person back through.
Yeah. So you're doing that, and you get 3/4 of the way down the bus, and you see a coat, a jacket, kind of thump, and a totally greased up, overfilled doggo looks up.
Oh no!
And sees you being carried by somebody else that it barely knows, and you are, of course, the lady who provides taking care of him.
Your dog's friend.
And your dog is going to decide to
strange
defend.
Man
it doesn't look good. I mean, honestly, if I were to see
but
this,
here's the thing, though. Doggo's such a good dog. Doggo's like, yo, my lady's out, and this random man has his hands all over her.
And I clearly look like I'm in distress.
Like,
well,
good for
luckily,
Doggo.
Doggo does not have assisted jump, or he could get up
reach
there.
balls.
But he can get reasonably close, and he does climb.
You'd have to build a scaffold for him to come up and devour those balls.
No chopper sick balls for Doggo.
Yeah, well, Doggo basically sees you carrying her and goes, and it goes to a high-pitched whine, and you're still out.
Yeah, you might have to take some ankle damage.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you're not dodging too easy. You're going to end up in the next turn deciding whether you drop her, hang on to her, run like a green flaming monkey. Your choice.
Some bad things are going to happen to these shoes. That's the
part we throw.
That's the balance.
Okay, I'm going to find. Okay, so you have evade, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
I'm the most evasive person in the world.
Okay, I want you to take evade, and I want you to basically have that.
Cut it in half and double.
Here, round up or round down?
Rounding down.
Okay. Well, that's horrible.
It's horrible. Okay.
But you have luck points.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw 2 luck points in.
Okay, and make a die roll. You're doing an evade.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So base right now is 7.
2 luck.
Let's double it. That's 13.
Okay, 13. Oh,
amazing.
Okay.
Great roll by me.
Okay. God. Doggo had a 16. Doggo basically hurls him across, to defend his human.
Yeah, of course.
And let's go find out what part of you Doggo went to 6. Okay.
This dice-driven behavior.
Doggo is on your left leg, and you just feel it's like somebody took many, many small knives and drove them through your calf.
We've described his mouth in so much detail that I don't even want to think about it chomping down on your calf.
Well, right now, at least he isn't doing the spin. But you feel knives go into your leg, and oh boy.
It is a garbage disposal.
Yes, for your leg.
Drop yourself down by 12.
Oh! 12? Wow.
Yes, and you're now staggered and possibly bleeding.
probably bleeding.
I think
Doggo goes 3 dice. He is essentially considered to be a.
That's what my gun does.
he's essentially considered to be a canine gun.
Yeah. I mean, they're not messing around here.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Are you good? Do you make a sound? What the fuck do you do? Do you piss yourself?
I think you scream.
Yeah, I yell and scream at the dog, and it's like, "Fuck you!"
Okay.
Don't hurt that
Do
dog.
you drop her?
Big dog is
No
gonna...
way.
Okay, so even with this dog having just
No, he is
Maybe
attached.
if you drop me,
he's
he'll
still basically got his teeth sunk into your calf.
Oh, yeah.
Your left calf. Left calf.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, man.
But slowly because
Yeah,
your leg
because
doesn't
your
work.
leg is-
We'll limp across this
You're
bridge when we
limping
come to
towards
it.
it now.
Okay, so yeah, Doggo is now holding on your leg. Luckily, we'll worry next time as to whether or not your spell has been broken.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
man.
you really, really don't want to get Brutus to wake up.
Well,
No,
no,
we do not.
and also now his trigger device
Yes.
is essentially engaged.
Yeah.
Well, and also I've fallen in love with Brutus. Like I.
Well, no, it's real. Like what you and Brutus
We have
have
a
is
bond.
what you and
Another
Brutus
steel cricket
what you,
situation?
what you
I
and
like
Brutus
it.
have
Yeah.
is real. I've
Yeah.
seen the dailies. They're incredible shots.
man.
we have
very
a
romantic.
No,
chemistry.
I gotta admit, I want to see the fanfic on all this. It's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
No,
so
it's
good.
I can
Come
see it
through
in
my
my
window
mind.
is playing.
Yeah.
I just love the
It's a
idea
huge
that you've
pop.
had the
It's
same
slow-mo.
song on repeat
Oh,
this
yeah.
entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know we don't know what this song is about anymore.
No.
Yeah, okay. So you now have Doggo planted in your calf.
Right.
Down to damn near the bone. Luckily, he does not have the strength to actually break through and take your leg off. But
Yeah,
it's
that
like
is
you
pretty
got-
lucky.
Yeah, you've got the equivalent of basically, I don't know, a blender thrown up against the side of your...
Oh no.
you know-
The food disposal I think is apt.
Yeah.
I just put my leg into a food disposal.
That was kind of, except somehow
So
you
I'm
did
still
it
dragging, and now I'm dragging her and this
right,
dog.
and
Yeah.
you're headed down that
While
way.
the bus is going 75.
And
This is a lot going on while I'm trying to concentrate.
I know.
Are you guys quiet?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like Dad. That's
Think the
like
kids in the back?
I will stop the car right now. And also, I hit that level of anger. I'm like, I'll go to the McDonald's drive-thru and just get something for myself.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
wow.
me that level of anger?
That's okay.
Everything
I've
that's
been
happening
in
back
that
here.
car.
Yes, well, I wouldn't even do that to my kids. Because my
I
kids
have
would kill me
never
if I
heard
did.
of that
They would eat
done
you.
before, but
Yeah.
damn.
Don't be beating me
Yeah,
to death.
I've heard of it. I was never subject to it. But one of the kids I
Yeah.
played softball with said that her mom went to the McDonald's drive-thru, got one black coffee, and drove away. And I was like,
I have never heard of
We've
this.
threatened it. We're like, we'll just go get blizzards for your mom and I.
Oh,
Wow.
that
I mean,
is.
they were so little at that point.
You know,
you gotta
Child
scare the
Protective
shit out of them.
Services needs to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want that blizzard.
yeah, no, those threats are happening because mom has to focus on driving the van.
Well,
Okay.
you're trying to focus on driving this massive bus with all 18 wheels, and
And it's armaments.
It's armaments. Yeah,
and it's drone swarm.
and actually, you don't see anything back of you that's shooting,
Okay.
except for your truck,
There's a truck now?
your old truck.
Oh, our
Oh,
Oh,
no, it's-
thank God! Oh,
it's Ravina.
what is our tech's name?
Ravina.
We just call him the tech.
We just call him the
We just
tech,
call
but
him
it's
tech.
Actually, he has a name, Irwin.
Irwin.
Oh, see, that kind of feels good to me.
Yeah.
Arman. That
And
feels like a
Irwin,
good
Irwin
technique.
is basically, you see him hunkered over driving your in the
This bothers me a
mirror.
little bit.
It's swinging.
And he's hauling on it because your
He's keeping
vehicle
up.
is fast, but not that fast.
No, it
Yeah.
would be hard
And
for it to be that fast.
He's obviously done something to get you up to there. And you
Yeah.
see in the passenger seat next to him, you see Max.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Max got out.
Oh
Max got
yeah,
out.
Max is
Max gets in and
he's-
gets out of
Okay,
places.
yeah.
I think is his job.
He's waving, and as you're hauling down the road, basically Irwin pulls up parallel to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you're like
Max,
out.
So basically you're here
Yeah.
in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
and you pull up there, and Max Lynn says, "Follow me. I've got a place to hide you."
Yeah.
Roger. Check
Hopefully,
Roger
hopefully
copy.
it's a lead-lined
'Cause
subterranean bunker.
Armin's suggestion was Thor, and I don't think I can go through
It's
that.
still the right choice.
Let's not.
Literally, you were like, we should go to
Probably
Thor.
go back to Thor, right?
but I'm just like dragging all this stuff, and I'm still conscious of this. I still know I'm right.
Thor can help you.
Yeah.
Dot.
No,
Yes.
Thor can help you.
We do need to get the van wrapped.
I know. We need a lot of things, and Thor's a great choice because he won't charge us.
Well, there's a price. Trust me.
Not for me.
Psychological price.
Yeah.
Not for me. I
Yeah,
won't be
for
paying
you,
that
you're
price.
free. Yeah. Thank you, Thor.
Yeah, I follow them.
Okay. They break down one of the side ramps. Your immediate thought is, oh my God, there's a solid concrete wall at the bottom of this ramp.
This is some Batman.
And if I don't actually pull this left or right turn correctly, I'm into the wall.
Do not.
Okay.
I can do this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let Arwinder freaking
Okay.
outdrive me in Ravina.
Yeah, Ravina, he'll see what happens as you smash him. Then Ravina loses control. It goes in. You lose both of them.
Why are you?
Oh, that look on her
Why would
face was amazing.
This is hate.
No,
This is
I
hatred.
ask what could happen. Remember, that's how I do
That's true. That's true.
everything.
The
That's
dice
true.
will let us know.
Yeah.
Now, luck is a very fun, very cool stat
Okay.
Yeah.
to use.
And you are headed towards a wall, okay? Because you are not physically driving again, that means concentration,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Can
You're-
I be physically
No,
driving?
I was just gonna say, what
could
if you
swap
relinquish
over
the link?
and
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think this might be like a like
You're going to full control.
It's the
Yeah.
opposite of Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
It's like you get to the
Dun,
end,
dun,
and he's like,
dun,
listen, I'm just gonna let the
dun,
Force
dun.
handle it. You're like, no, I'm gonna let my body do this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Forget you, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Grabs
You
the
just, you just
yoke.
let it go,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you're probably just kind of hanging on the yoke anyway because you got to put your hands somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been like this the whole time, and
So
you go
you just
suddenly
come to?
snap up, and you see as you look, you know what you're headed to, but now you really
Yeah.
in
It
real
feels
space.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now
Meat space.
immediacy
Yeah.
in meat space, and you see a wall coming up, very very high speed. There's really nice looking graffiti on it. Somebody's done some spray paint
It's
art.
like some little,
You know?
oh, that's interesting.
And there's a little door about halfway along the wall that probably in the back of your mind idly you're going, if we hit, will I go through that little door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Maybe that's it. I'll
And
go through
you
key-
make a driving check.
Okay, driving is much better than
Yes.
concentration.
Okay. And
Getting out of the sim and doing that is like an awesome
Yeah.
moment.
yeah, it is great. It is a
It
great
reminds me of. I'm not gonna get that. It reminds me of Standalone Complex when the sniper's eye gets hacked and then he switches to his organic eye.
Yeah.
It's dope.
It's kind of like that. Sorry, I had to do it.
Yes,
like my favorite show.
occasionally one has to do it to him.
Standalone is great.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
really good. Okay.
Okay, well, you are going to. This is a professional move, so your DV is 17. Can you get there?
Oh, so you usually,
My base driving is
is 14. Oh, it's 18.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's find out whether you screw up or not.
Yeah, you could roll a 1
Oh, yeah.
and implode,
What?
bringing the total down much lower.
Why would you say that right now?
Why you would say that?
Why? Because he likes excitement. This
I'm
man lives
cranked
for
up.
madness.
Did you see
I
that?
can't see it. No.
It was like almost
Oh, was
on the
it?
one, and then it went
It's good.
to the 9.
Okay, so you are about to hit the wall at the last minute. You basically snap in, yank the wheel. You got a 9, so
27.
9,
Oh,
8,
yeah, it's
27.
murder.
Okay, so you have basically dealt it well, and you go skidding, but
This
you go
thing?
horizontal, basically against the wall.
Tokyo
but
Drift.
you're so good, you did not damage the paint.
It's just clean.
Okay, but there's skid marks all the way down the ramp. Okay,
Nice.
and I'll find out later on whether your tech friend Erwin doesn't make the roll or not because he's not a driver.
Oh, yeah.
Arvina.
You mean the tin can over there?
Yeah, I was just going to say, which
Next
part?
time on Acquisitions.
Next time.
And you skid and straighten out, and you're now going down a side road full of warehouses. And you see right behind you Verbena, about to maybe hit the wall.
Let's see it.
Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I feel tense.
He doesn't decimate your truck, but he scrapes along the wall for at least 20 feet as he hits. So you have it's a paint job. You need to talk to Thor about a paint job.
Oh, look, yeah, I
And
think like
sparks are flying, and at the last minute, you can see Max like yank his head back, and the glass breaks on that side, and he basically comes back to you and says, "Jesus, go down to the left, right here in this warehouse, and try not to roll that thing, all right?" And I think we should stop there.
Okay.